Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba, along with Jean Peter, who's my friend on Fridays. We are doing.
I'm only your friend on Friday.
Oh no, you're my friend all the time. I have to get rid of this background. No, why is this other one? I can't find the screen. Bear with me, guys. Technical difficulties. Got it. I thought I had muted that one. I guess not. Sorry. Anyway, Jean Peter is here with me for my friends on Fridays. She is my friend all the time, not just Fridays. We are doing green signatures for our rainbow journals today. It is currently 13 degrees Celsius, which means it is 56 degrees Fahrenheit and it is raining. But it's one of those gentle rains. So it's going to soak in instead of just sit on top and make big puddles everywhere.
Those are
Yeah.
the best kind.
So I've pulled out a bunch of green stuff to play with. It looks like Jean is still cutting papers.
I
Done?
got my pages ready.
Got your pages ready? Nice, nice.
Now,
So
what am I going to do from here? That's the problem.
I've got that problem too. I pulled these out so I could use them as stuffers, but I pulled out, and these, of course, are stuffers, but I just pulled out a variety of bits, lots of bits, lots of bits.
Yep. I have a clipboard of everything I've used through this whole book so that some things can kind of coordinate.
Oh, okay.
Not always, but sometimes.
Yeah, I have not done that. But I mean, I'm doing frames, right? Like I'll put the frames in. So that's a flow through from a couple of the other signatures or one of the other signatures. I have a green cat. And then, corner tucks and that kind of thing and doodles. And I'm going to put a worm in. I just haven't decided how I want to do it.
Cool.
He's too big for on one page. So I think what I'll do is I'll take a page and I'll fold him and put him on the fold. So half someone, like one signature, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
They won't be opposite each other. Now I just have to decide which worm I want to use. Which do you think I should use? Let's do that on screen.
Okay, let me see. I kind of like the bottom one.
Okay. That one can go back in the bin. All right. I actually had to put a heater on down here today. It's pretty stinking cold. It's crazy. It's getting to be that time of year, right? Well, I guess you don't get that, but
Well, I do have a heater that comes with me when it gets that cold, but it hasn't quite gotten that cold yet. Like, not at all.
well, like I say, it's only 13 degrees outside, which is 56. So it's a little bit brisk for me because it's damp, right? Normally we don't have damp cold.
And see, I think it's cooler than normal because it's 87.
Yeah.
But we're in the mid, well, a week from Sunday, it's supposed to be 47 for the low,
Really?
68 for the high. So, yeah, we're into the fall temperatures. We don't have much predicted for anything over 85, 87 for the rest of the next 2 weeks. So that's not too bad for us.
Yeah. I'm not going that on. Going through here. You don't get snow at all, though, do you really?
Um, when we get snow, we do not a lot, not anything like I had growing up. But oh, I don't know. It's been 5 or 6 years ago. We had like um 16, 18 inches. We
Okay.
were we were snowed in, completely snowed in. I couldn't get out
Yeah.
because Gary was able to get out the back way, but he had to walk around. And we had snowdrifts as tall as the front door.
Yeah.
And it wasn't too bad because Riley was here with me, so it was just kind of fun to be snowed in with him.
Yeah. New experience, right?
Yeah, yes, that's good. Sorry, I was getting a what's for supper question.
Ah, we're having leftovers.
Well, I just found out we're having BLTs
Oh, nice.
with Mexican street corn.
Ooh,
Have you ever had that?
no, but it sounds good. Is it done like on a grill with chili powders and stuff?
Yeah, but it has an ingredient that you would think would make it nasty.
Oh, which is?
Mayonnaise.
Oh, no, I would eat that.
I was hesitant, but I thought, okay, I'll try it. And now I don't even want corn on the cob without that. That's the way it has to be made.
Okay,
It
so
is.
do you put the mayonnaise on it and sprinkle it with the chili powder, put the husk back on, and then grill it?
Nope. He
No?
just grills it.
Okay.
We've never grilled with the husks on. We always grill it because I like the grill marks. I like that little extra flavor that
Yeah.
grilling
Yeah.
does. And I'm one of these that when I have a hot dog on the grill, it better be burnt.
Yeah, me too. If it's not well done, put it back.
Yeah. In fact, my kids when they grill, they'll come in and say, "Mom, is this one black enough?" I'm like, "Yeah," or I'll say, "Nope, put it back on for a while."
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like this is complete now. Can I be done?
Well, I was thinking that maybe the last couple we should just do on our own and then just make a date for when we are going to put we'll do the cover.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. I got a bunch of new stamps in as a donation today. And so I'm going to stamp some of them and see how they work and
Okay.
enjoy them for their journey to my house.
Yeah.
Bye, dear.
Are you doing Inktober?
I don't know for sure. What is that one?
That is, you pick a topic and then you do an ink every day for the topic you pick. So if you picked monsters, you would create an inked monster each day. I think that's the way it goes.
Hmm. I don't know. I have heard carved carve October where you carve your own stamps.
Well,
And I thought about that. But I carved so many and made this whole sheet of these in different colors. And I really forget about them because they're in a drawer.
right, right. I
I know.
don't know. I think that green frame was too close to his color. I might have to color it.
Oh,
Is
he
it
looks cute.
visible enough that
Oh yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Because
He's a, he looks like a sneaky little devil.
because it's going to go here, so you'll see that side, and then eventually you'll get to the tail. But yeah. It's the first worm I've used. Yay! I think I want to put a worm in each journal I make now, though. I think that was such a lovely idea from you, Jean. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I just I did them so that they were double sided. But when I was decorating the front, I didn't decorate the back for it to go through a hole the way we talked about. So I
Mm-hmm.
figure if I do it this way, it'll work just as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if I do it so that there's kind of a loop, I could put like a little sign in there, like follow your bookworm or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Cool.
something like that.
I have to go get my little ink brush. I'll be right back.
All right.
Hopefully that's the only thing I forgot today.
I don't know if that should be a tuck spot or just a decoration. That's too big for this. I think. Hey, Susan, welcome, welcome. We're just working on our green signatures for our rainbow journals that we're doing.
Hi, Susan.
Oh, that's a lovely stamp.
This is this one.
Yeah,
That's one of them that came in my donation today.
that's very pretty.
I think I have it, but I'm a lazy crafter. I use what's close at hand.
I know. Although I did pull all this green stuff out.
Yes, I did too.
Again, I just use Elmer's glue all, liquid glue. I haven't had much success with glue sticks. I find I have to go back and fix things often, but that's because I just got these Amazon basics and they're the purple ones.
Mm-hmm.
It is the color of money. It's also the color of worms and fish. Don't know if I want to put that there now or not. Um, so Jean and I have decided that we are going to do our blue and purple off screen, and then we will make a date for how to put these journals together. We will do the cover together when we've got all our bits done. See, a lot of my stuff is way big for this. Way too big. You know what? I'm going to trim this edge. No, I'm not. I'm going to put a border on it. For some reason, that edge kind of got ripped. I dyed a bunch of paper with food coloring, and this is one of the greens that I had left. And I guess when I was taking it out of the dye water, the edge kind of tore. So I'll just cover it up with.
That works.
It does. Of course, this piece I'm putting on here is not cut straight in any way, shape, or form. But I bet that doesn't surprise you.
I am a glue stick fan, but I go through them so fast because I am very, very, very over generous with my glue sticks.
Well, see, my thought is because I started making junk journals and I was using junk, total junk, so that it wasn't going in the landfill. And I was using glue sticks. But then I'm thinking, okay, so I'm saving all this paper, which decomposes quite quickly because it's paper. I'm saving that from the landfill, yet I'm having a bazillion of these little plastic things.
Yeah.
So kind of defeats the purpose to me. I just, I don't know. Just don't know. Um, don't know if I want this as a text spot or not. I think it'd be a good idea. So I'm
We
just,
don't have a way to recycle things. We don't, what we have in the way of a recycling center is kind of a joke.
ah, I'm using one of our Pictionary pages as my stabilizer for my text spots.
Cool.
Might as well use them. Yeah, I've got glue all over my pen.
The
You know what?
funny thing is, I have so much green washi tape.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's
Probably probably because of Christmas mixes or something like that, you know?
yeah. I have so much green painty papers because of leaves.
Yeah. I don't make my painting papers in certain colors for anything. I just make them in however, whatever I find to do with them.
Well, a lot of my painty papers are leftover paints that are on the lid, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't necessarily plan on it either, unless I'm doing like gel printing. For some reason, I do a lot of green gel prints too.
You know, for me not liking blue, I do a lot of blue.
I love it.
Turquoise.
Yeah,
Turquoise.
I can take my sweater off now. Actually, finally feeling warm. Yay! All right. How are you today, Susan? What are you working on? All right. Do you host games weekly, Susan? Or is it for a family member? Awesome. Yeah, I kind of wish that my grandkids would play that. I could have fun doing that kind of thing too.
Riley plays sometimes, but his dad and his uncle do.
Yeah,
My son,
yeah,
but they don't haven't played a lot since the twins were born.
yeah. Hey, Sherry, welcome. Cut that down. I could cut that down to fit there. I think I will. How are you today, Sherry? I have to admit, I've been enjoying playing journals online like this.
Good.
I think it's because it actually gets me doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want that to be a tuck spot or not? This can be a tuck spot. I actually found a Twinchy
Cool.
that I've had kicking around for a while. Maybe I'll put that on the front cover because it's got that little bit of dimension to it. Let's do that. Okay, now we're going to start bouncing around like a bunny. I have to do something with this inside. It's pretty mucky. I thought I had just some plain green papers aside from these little ones. Or this slimy green. I guess I could use that. Don't know that I want it on both sides though. I wonder if I've got another green. I'm going to be right back, see if I've got another plain green sheet of paper. I have a bin of paint under my table. I kicked it, and so I've got paint rolling under my top. Oops.
Well, yesterday I was doing some stuff online for Defy and had to push everything on the table. And then I did some other stuff last night, and then I had to push everything again on the table. So it's quite a pile, and I've got to get it all cleaned up today because somebody's going to have some place to do his school.
found a big stack of construction. I will be so glad when I've got things organized down here again. My goodness gracious.
I'm going to give you a word of warning. Don't do it. And if you do, don't tell anybody because that's when it fills back up.
Oh, I know it's going to fill back up. I'm aware. I just because the walls have been taken down. I've got I had this wonderful. Ron had built me this fabulous thing of pegboard so that you could turn them like pages,
Mm-hmm.
and that had to come down. So everything that was on, I think there's like 5 sheets of pegboard, half sheets, and maybe even 6. Anyway, it's all in boxes and bags all over the place. So I have no idea where half my stuff is still. That's what makes me the craziest.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sure I've got some really cool stuff in there that I could use. What are you working on today, Sherry?
For some reason today, I can't even operate a pair of scissors.
Oh no. I was checking out a lot of that work that lady who's doing the tipsy um,
Uh-huh.
workshop. Wow, she's got some amazing stuff. But so much of it is um, sewn, right? And I really have to get my sewing machines fixed. I don't know. I really do. I see all that fun stuff with the scribble stitching on, and I did that in the past because my machines were working at one time.
Mm-hmm.
But
I like to use my sewing machine. Um, I started a little book just by something I seen. So I'm really it's not uncommon at all for me to see something and think, oh, and make something completely different.
yeah,
And it was a lot of sewn pages, and I don't know. I thought it was really cool. And I sit down to the machine with a bunch of paper, and all I had over there was my sewing scissors, so I wasn't going to cut my paper with that.
yeah,
And so all my paper is cut, torn, and I just love it. It's really cool. It's really kind of messy, grungy looking.
yeah. I think I like that kind of look too because I sure admire her stuff, like that lady.
Well, so many people put the grunge as just the grunge, but I do grunge with color.
Yeah,
And, um, you know, like kind of like this right here because I've got colors, and then I got this tea-dyed paper that's kind of grungy. It
Yeah,
just works for me. Whether or not anybody else thinks so, I don't know. Don't know that I care, but it's what
yeah,
I like. So,
exactly. I like the same thing. I really do. Because I'm using, well, food coloring dyed, I've got coffee dyed, I've got just white. I get it. I like having the variety.
yeah.
Could have sworn I had a smaller green frame. Never ending book for ephemera. That sounds like fun. How does that work?
Everything I do is never ending because I never finish it.
Me too.
I don't think that's what people mean by never ending, but
Yeah. Did you do a video on it, Sherry? So I'm going to use this little envelope cluster. I'm going to put it on the page here. I'm going to do it so that it is a tuck spot. Oh no, that's made a little flimsy. No, I'm just going to glue this one right down. So be it. Not
I think
yet? Okay.
I think the cover is going to be the last thing I do on this one. It
Yeah,
just feels that way.
not yet. I will have to watch for that.
This is how my greens kind of clash on
Oh, mine do too.
that one right there.
You know what?
I don't care.
Me neither.
I am drawing a blank. I don't like the stuff I drug out. I should have waited and drug it all out this morning instead of waiting and doing it a week ago.
Yeah. Well, I pulled out these two belly bands. They're green, and I want to use them, but they're a little tall. But I'm thinking I've got cats sticking out of a couple of the other ones, and I've got. So I'm just going to have them so that they're sticking out and to be done with it. I don't care.
Mhm.
My idea is to put a little bit of something down on every surface for now.
Yeah. I know you're really good at that, and I suck.
No, I like the way you do more clustery kind of things. I fail at clusters. I am I don't know. My clusters just don't seem to work the way I envision them, you know. Oh, my camera really I must have really moved this table because I'm way off screen here. I'm just gluing a Twinchie in the middle of this front piece. This is the cover of this signature. As I say, I'm using cardstock for the covers.
hmm
Okay, so my construction paper went goofy in the center, but that's okay. I can put something on there if I decide that it needs to be hidden.
I shall be right back.
All right. All right. So I'm looking at the stuff I pulled out, and I'm not sure I've got stuff for every page, but we'll see. We'll just start putting stuff down and take it from there. This I did want to put on here, though. I'm gonna have to make some more of these. It's funny. I don't feel like I'm making things over and over again, and I don't feel like I'm using everything that I've been making. Yet I don't seem to have enough. Like I don't. I'm I've got only like 3 or 4 of these left. Okay, so I've got one page left there. This has something on each. I think that's just going to be a tuck spot here, and I'm just going to put glue at the bottom so I can just put various things in. Don't know if I want to put. It is a light cardstock. I think I'm just going to leave it as it is and just put glue across the bottom. Maybe like that. Just barely fits. Just barely fits. How about this one? He just barely fit too. As long as I got a little bit of something on every page right now, I'm happy. I'll be happy. So this too should be a tuck spot. Yes, no? Hmm.
I'm back.
Okay, welcome back.
I felt like I needed to sew this. I like it so much better.
Oh, good. So if that goes into the center, it's the center. This and this. This.
And then I found several little calendar pages from my little calendar in greens.
Nice. I don't know. I think I like this daisy better. I don't know. Just don't know, guys. I just don't know. When in doubt, just stick on a ticket, right?
That's right. If you don't like it, it's paper. You can paint it or cover it up.
Well, it's got sequins
Oh,
stitched onto it, so. And I actually stitched these ones on and didn't glue them.
the one time you do it right, huh?
Yeah, really. you, and I put you on this screen, this screen, this screen, this screen.
I did get smart today.
Did ya?
Yep. Normally when I come on, I don't have breakfast or lunch because I'm in the middle of things.
Yeah.
And today at 10 o'clock, I thought, I'm not going to be hungry in the middle of this today. So I had a bowl of spaghetti at 10 o'clock this
Nice.
morning.
Nice.
Spaghetti is my favorite leftover. One of.
Mine too. Yeah.
I like meatloaf too because I love a meatloaf sandwich.
Yes.
It's kind of funny. We had spaghetti on Wednesday night, my son's birthday, and that was always his favorite. That's what he always asked for his birthday dinner.
Yeah.
I guess I was channeling you, son. Oh, I like that. Super simple.
Oh, that's very nice. You're right. Simple, but it's effective.
Yep. And then there's still lines they could write if they wanted to.
Yeah. Well, this journal's got all kinds of my little critters in it. So does Barbara Clark then have a video on it, Sherry? All right, so this has stuff on every page. We're good. So this one and this one. Mucky stuff here. Some of my painting papers have really mucky spots on the backs of them.
Mm-hmm. I've heard there's a dye out that cuts your strips for you.
Yeah?
I'm thinking about looking into that. I do a lot with strips.
I've got lots of strips too, but they're more like from cutting off. I don't cut them intentionally as a rule. Does that make sense? I just
Yeah.
end up with whack loads of leftover strips. Like that. Going to be very eclectic journals. I like it. I like it.
Very eclectic. Just enough consistency too, though.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I'd never get those papers together for you yet, Jean.
I'm not worried about it.
And then this next couple of weeks, I'm going to be so busy in the kitchen that I'll get them to you eventually.
No problem.
I think on this page, I'm going to just draw green lines so that people can write on it. I'll do like a little frame kind of thing around. Got a nice sharp green pencil here. So you guys don't have to put up with my sharpener.
I didn't realize how much I hated a black or plain white page.
I know. I know. Like
Not
even
that I'm afraid of it. I just don't want a white page in the middle of the book, you know?
I know. I mean, I am going to be coming and doodling on mine. I think I'm going to have a couple of spots where they're going to be really white. But like I said, I can doodle on them. I can edge them with green paint.
Yeah, true lazy crafter. I have a hole punch. I drew around a roll of washi tape and cut my own little notch out.
Yeah.
So we get to go see both, or all three of the grandkids tomorrow.
Nice.
We're watching the twins while they have a garage sale.
Oh,
Which
excellent.
probably means that when they get fussy, I'll go out and help Corey, and Aaron will come in the house.
Yeah.
It's just they had their 18-month checkup, and they're going to refer them to a specialist for autism.
Oh,
So, I mean, we don't know. They're high risk for it, you know.
yeah.
And they're not talking, either one of them.
Yeah, but they're little yet.
Well, they're 18 months.
One of my kids didn't talk till she was over 2.
Oh, well, that makes me feel better. Thank you. I don't know. They sometimes act like it. Avery, she just wander around aimlessly from toy to toy and play.
Yeah.
And Aaron says, "Well, that's just that's one of the questions that the doctor had, or you know." And I'm like, "But Aaron, you did the same thing."
Yeah, my kids did too. Especially if there's so many toys and it's overwhelming, right? Because it's hard to make a decision at our age. Could you imagine that age when they've got all the toys?
Yeah. Well, this grandma's went really simple on Christmas this year because the other grandma's already got me beat.
Yeah,
And Aaron gave me the list first.
yeah,
I said, "I want your Amazon list before you give it to anyone else, so I can, get something."
yeah,
And then Aaron had to tell her the other day after she bought almost everything on there. She says, "This list is for everyone that buys for the kids. They don't need anything."
yeah. See, so that just sticks up a little bit over the top of the page. I think that's going to be fine. It's a
Yeah.
belly band.
It's part of the style. You planned it that way.
I did because I've got those silly cats sticking out on top of the page. Yeah, oldest grandson wants handmade gifts again this year, which is awesome.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, he's 17 and he wants something handmade because he's been wanting gift cards the last few years. So I thought, oh, I'm going to get away pretty easy, just pick up gift cards for all the grandkids.
Uh-huh.
And he says, well, now that I'm working, I don't want a gift card. I want, okay.
I don't know what I'm getting my grandson. I had an idea for him, which is above our limit. I told the
Yeah,
kids, all of them, that we are making a limit this year because when Papa retires, you know,
yeah,
not going to be there.
exactly.
Um, I've pretty much, I have a limit and then I fill stockings, but I have 4 foot tall stockings.
Yeah,
And I don't just go buy dollar things. I do put a bunch of dollar things in there because they're fun for an hour, and then they can, if they break them, they can just pitch them. It's no big deal.
exactly. Exactly.
But yeah. Anyway, the for Riley, he's 14 years old. He pretty much plays video games. He has saved his money and bought so many different systems, and because that was his goal. He wants all the systems.
Yeah,
And so anyway, but I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool to get him a 3D printer? So I
ooh,
said something to his mom and said, if you guys decide to do that, I'd like to go in on it.
yeah,
Or I'll go buy whatever accessories need to go with that.
yeah.
And she hasn't said anything, so I kind of think maybe it wasn't something he wanted. I was really disappointed because it's something Grandma wanted for him.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Oh, darn it.
What'd you do?
No, I just remembered I was talking to my younger daughter today, and it's her youngest son's birthday in November, and I always get a Motor Trends. And I forgot it's up for renewal, so I forgot to ask if he wants it again this year.
Oh,
So
when's his birthday?
November 17th.
That's my brother-in-law's birthday.
Ah,
I remember that because it's exactly 1 week above my birthday.
ah. Well, his dad's birthday. His dad's birthday is on the 14th. His birthday's on the 17th. My eldest grandson's is on the 26th. And Ron's mom's was the 28th. And my brother's is the 9th. November's a bad month right before Christmas. It's like, really,
Hmm.
you guys? Really?
Oh, I don't know how many times I got birthday Christmas presents.
That is so sad.
It is. It really was not always a happy thing.
No.
I mean, when I got my stereo, it wasn't so bad, but
Yeah. But like Ron's brother, his birthday's the 24th, 23rd. And he always got double Christmas, like birthday Christmas stuff, right? So I think that's so sad. And
yeah.
then my grandson's girlfriend, partner, they're living together. Um, her birthday's December 25th. So it's like, that's not fair.
Yeah.
Gotta spoil the girl a little bit, I think. But there again, I'd planned on gift cards. And I guess I'm not doing that. For those two, anyway.
My girlfriend's son was his birthday was December 3rd, and she made it a point to never put up the Christmas tree before his birthday.
What a great idea. What an absolutely lovely idea. Well, couldn't do that with Ron's brother or for the girlfriend.
Hmm.
But I mean, I'm also of the age where I don't send out any Christmas cards, anything until after Remembrance Day.
And what is Remembrance Day?
Well, November 11th, Remembrance Day, I just, nothing Christmas happens before Remembrance Day.
Mm.
I don't know. I just think it's rude.
Yeah.
But, that's my age, right?
Yep. That age thing shows up a lot, doesn't it?
It does.
I've seen so much on um, Facebook and internet in the last few days, about the Kansas City Chiefs football game.
Okay.
I'm a Kansas City Chief fan. It's the only football I watch is
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs, and we only got to watch bits of it because Dallas was playing and we're in Dallas country. So, um, but everybody is all about Taylor Swift was at the ball game because she's dating one of the players, and they flashed to her. I mean, we just watched snippets of it.
Yeah.
Still had to see her.
Yeah.
I was like, really? What about just letting football be football? And I felt like, well, that might be my age there, you know?
Well, I agree with you because seriously, if you're watching a football game, you want to watch the football game. Not that I
Yeah.
would watch the football game, but.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't care what celebrities come to watch a football game.
No.
Nobody interrupted their game or their watching abilities. I mean,
Yeah. And how would they feel if they were having a concert and it kept flashing to, the Blue Jays or the Chiefs
yeah,
or, you
yeah,
know, they would be a little bit ticked. And I know that in a football game, there's like the downs and stuff. So it's not going all the time. But still,
yeah.
it's just wrong. I think it's wrong.
So when I'm sitting at my table here and I'm not creating, I'm doing book work or whatever, I will turn on YouTube things.
Yeah.
You would think I'd be watching crafts and stuff, but my newest obsession is DUI videos.
Oh, really? That's
I
fun.
keep watching them and I think to myself, man, I just can't wait for a cop to pull me over. I'm going to get him so good, first of all, because if I'm driving badly and he thinks he needs to do a sobriety test, I can guarantee you I won't be drunk.
Yeah, me too.
But I know there's no way I could pass the test. No way.
Yeah.
I've tried it, in the presence of no one,
Yeah.
and I can't walk the straight line. I can't stand with my foot up straight. And I'm not sure what me watching their pin go back and forth would do to my head.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm into the audiobooks. I love having an audiobook going in my background. I think because if I had crafting videos going on while I'm crafting, I'm not paying attention and I'd be missing what they're doing.
Yeah.
And as much as I love watching other crafters, and I do watch them, I don't need any more ideas. I mean, look at how fixated I got on those plastic books because of Becca. Not, I'm saying that it's wrong or anything, but I've got one done, two underway, and I just cut out pages for another one. So that's a little bit of overkill or something. Something anyway.
Is there anybody in the box creating along with us today?
I don't know. Anybody playing with us today? Are we just your background noise? Which is
Which,
okay too.
yep.
Perfectly fine. So that green page that I just used was not straight, but that's okay. So I'm gonna. Oh no, I didn't glue it straight. That's why. It's okay. Allergies are really flaring right now because of all the leaves that are down.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Crazy annoying. Am I on screen? I'm not on screen. Why aren't you guys telling me, hey, Kim, get on screen? See, now this is going to have something around it because it's just too white. I'll doodle or something. Doodle or something. Well, I appreciate you guys all for being here, even if you're in the balcony and just watching or listening or working and lurking. I appreciate you being here with us.
Well, at least this book is allowing me to use up some washi tape.
This is allowing me to use up stuff. I'm appreciating that because I got the stuff.
I feel like my pages are extra simple right now.
But that's okay. Things don't have to be super elaborate. It's when I start doodling, then I'll add more stuff or,
Yeah.
get right carried away because I'm a maximalist. And I admit it. I have no problem with it. It's who I am. I don't know. Does that can be too much of a tuck? Don't know that I want that there for a tuck. What about you? You fit. Which would look better for a tuck spot here? This little house, and it doesn't lie flat. So I guess maybe I could do it so that it's glue that side and tuck from here and here. Or should I use this little half round, quarter round for the tuck?
I like the round.
You like the round?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Okie doke, I can do that. Okay. That doesn't have anything. I don't know how to do that. That's done. Oh, hold it down, hold it down. Maybe I'll clip it. All right. That can go aside. This is, I took an embossing folder and I used it as a stamp.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I like doing that with the embossing folders. Okay, so if I did that over there, it's on there. If I do that, how about I do it on this side? I have to admit, having all this stuff made makes it so much easier. I just have to remember to pull this stuff out when I'm doing a journal.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for coming, Susan. Have a great weekend.
Bye, Susan.
Okay, I've got big blank spaces in the middle here. How about this one?
I'm thinking.
You're
I
thinking?
want to put this on here. I'm not sure how well it will glue because it's paper towel.
Paper towel glue is lovely, though. That's the one that you did the sewing on?
Uh-huh.
I like that. It should glue fine.
I was going to use it as a tuck spot or pocket, and I'm not sure it's really going to stand up to that.
Yeah, I don't think that would,
Yeah,
unless you put something behind it first.
but I want the green to show through because there's not a lot of green on there. Just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we're going to do it. We're going to glue it all the way on. Well, not all the way, but every place there's a big enough piece of paper towel.
Yeah, I love the way that one turned out.
I'd like to do another one. I have a piece of cheesecloth that I ripped to use to wipe my brush off with the watercolors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so pretty. It's not completely full yet, so and I let it dry between sessions of painting so that it's um doesn't make a lot of mud.
Yeah, I'm bad for mud.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at mud myself.
I have to admit, I really like the way these belly bands turned out,
Cool.
which leads me to think I need to make more of them.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
True. But they're fun. I like the way they turned out. And I got so many book page things that I really have to use up. Stop it, Kim. Turn the page and find out. Okay, so if I've got, do I have green lights? Oh, wait. How about I have green tissue paper? Let's up some of that. Do you swear at that? Yes, you swear at that. I could use that with that. Or that. Or that. All right. Green tissue paper. I like that. What else have I got? Green that could be fun. Looking for some green stuff. Maybe. We'll see. Thought I had some green lace in here. If I do, it's well and truly disguised as something different. Huh. No green lace. Okay. So if I put this here, trying to think, trying to think. Oh, I got this lovely thing too. Hmm.
I like these tissue paper, or kind of like tissue paper stickers.
Yeah,
You don't have to cut them out perfect, and they still blend in real well.
nice. Hey, Dana, welcome, welcome. We are working on our green signatures for our rainbow journal that we are making. So Jean and I are playing. Ooh. Probably should have edged that in black before I did that. Is okay. They've got rainbow journals too. Right, I remember Beth working on her rainbow journal. Jean had found an absolutely incredible way for binding and doing the cover. And so we're going to use that as the binding for it.
It looks really complicated, and it's really easy.
So then she showed me that, and I said, let's make rainbow journals. So we are. So we're on the green signature. We have done red, orange, yellow. We're on green. So then we've got blue and purple, which we are going to do offline by ourselves, and then get together to do the binding. I think that's too big. They're all too big. What have you been up to, Dana? I saw that you guys did your monthly 10 the other night. I was going to watch and I got sidetracked. Okay, so now I'm going to have to add this yarn to something else in here. Still my hands. I've been working on that second little rude book. I don't know why I'm fixated on the rude books. I like those snarky sayings and insults. I really like them. And they make me laugh. Even they're rude. I mean, I won't put anything racist or derogatory in there for sure, but some of them are kind of blunt, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Oh, you jelly printed last night. I'm gonna have to watch that. I love to watch other people gel print because I get in a rut when it comes to gel printing. Plus, when I gel print, I don't necessarily go for all the fancy patterns and everything because for me, it's background pages. I don't think I have ever. I've had a couple of little really nice prints that could possibly be frame worthy, but for the most part, that's just not what I'm interested in.
Been a while, but a while back I decided I wanted to do painty papers in an evening, and I ended up with 50 of them, and it was all backgrounds.
Yeah,
So then I can just, if I want to jelly print another layer, I can't. It's kind of something for me to start with.
right, right. Guess I should do this one first. Zentangle pattern cards, nice. I've been into the doodling too, not necessarily doing Zentangles, but I will either take a stencil or a stamp and paint on book page and then doodle on top of that. Like this is one of my stencils. So I just put paint through and then doodle on it. Keeps me out of trouble. The really hard ones. I don't know that I've played with those. I mean, I used to try and follow the Zentangles, and then I would just go off into my own little world. Kind of, you get in the zone, and it doesn't turn out the way that you know. I don't follow directions well. I guess is what I'm trying to say. But that's not surprising. I can sure appreciate them though, the Zentangles. I really can. I've got all these little spiral. They're not even spirals. They're just circles that Ron has cut me into wood for stamps. So again, I use paint and then I go over it and doodle. I don't know how to put them all together to make a pretty picture either. You're talking about like the ones that they do like on elephants or cats and they section them and it just turns out gorgeous. I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. Yeah, mandalas are pretty. Do you just do them black and white? I either like a bazillion and one colors, bright colors, or black and white. No happy in between for me. You're gonna have a lot of tuck spots. Again, usually just black and white. Okay. And what kind of pen do you use? Jean has a wonderful fountain pen that she likes to do inking with. I've been using one of those scratch pens and dip, like a dip pen.
Aside from that one, that my fountain pen that I use, I love the brand new Sharpie rollerball, but I'm they've just leaked so bad. But I sure like the feel of them and the way they write and the line they make.
That's me with those gelosities, those Bic gelosities,
Mm-hmm.
but they aren't waterproof.
Yeah, the gel pen from Sharpie isn't either, which is, I have my pens sorted and waterproof and not, so that I know. I mean, because sometimes I'll use a non-waterproof because I know there's nothing else going on there.
Right.
But sometimes,
White jelly roll. These ones, This is a signal or
Yeah,
jelly rolls, jelly rolls.
that's my favorite kind of white pen.
The signals?
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
but I've had them skip too. And sometimes my watercolor that I'm doodling on is a little heavy,
Okay.
and then the white will turn like pink or white.
Yeah. Yeah. I have that problem too. Definitely. You're too heavy handed for the signals? Oh, okay. Me too. Oh, got stuff hiding under here.
That's something I'm working on really hard, is trying to teach myself to be less heavy handed with everything. I mean, I crochet tight, everything, fast and hard. That sounds terrible. That's not how I mean it, but.
I know. I know. Can't wait to start doodling.
Yeah, I'm going to have to bring the whole book down to the um, living room to doodle. I just ordered me something. I'm really anxious to see how it works. I have a lot of pens that I prefer to use, and I don't use my paint markers as much as I could or should, but I really like them. And so I bought me this new caddy. It's 17 inches long
Okay.
with a handle, and it's got lots of compartments. I'm hoping it will hold the majority of my pens and pencils.
Oh,
And I
nice.
can carry it from room to room because I really like it having the choices.
Yeah, I know. Ron built me. I'm so spoiled.
Yes, you
Seriously.
are.
He built me all these things so that they're like the pipe with the plank with holes
Uh-huh.
built in so that they fit in. So I've got these for markers and pencil crayons, and I think he did 4 or 5 of them for me till he ran out of pipe anyway. I love them, but I mean, it still doesn't manage for me to take my pencil crayons, my markers, my gel pens, my pen and inks all at once, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have containers like mad as well. It's just silly. Okay, so I still have 2 papers that I need to decorate, and I don't have enough stuff. I didn't pull enough stuff.
Uh-oh.
Go figure. Okay, you gel print fast? Me too. Me too. But like I said, I like it for backgrounds, right? That when I've got painty papers for backgrounds, I can do a multitude of things with them. How about if I could cut out these little leaves and stick them all over the place randomly? Or I could make some just little tucks, round tuck spot things. I thought I had 4 of those. Did I use all 4? Hmm. Well, Now what, Kim? Riddle me that. Okay, let's find some. Let's see. Gotta have a green heart or two.
You have a green heart? I
Yep.
have a red heart.
Well, mine's actually black, but I did really well. There's a green heart. Trying to find things that kind of flow from, one color to the next. Did that. Could use this for a tuck. Can use that because I think I used that in one of the others. That kind of a heart. A couple of hearts. That's a nice heart too. Okay, so I got hearts. See what I've got in the way of green and cheese. Got those.
Have to finish that little thing in a little bit. I'm not moving very fast today.
Me neither. Me neither. I've got these ticket things that I made, but they're more. Oh, I've got a green one. I could use this, could I not? It's kind of like a sagey green background.
Mm-hmm.
That'll make a nice tuck. I've got two of them, so there we go. That'll take up a couple of pages. Maybe. Well, let's put that stuff down and then. Okay, so you're going to be a tuck. Something little here. I know that they've got orange backgrounds, but I'm putting them for green.
Yep.
Oh, you're welcome, Sherry. That didn't take long. I think I only mailed it on Tuesday. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
I don't know how people got a hold of my number for my husband, but he's on, needs to do the Medicare thing. And I mean, he's right there at that age.
Yeah,
And I keep getting all these spam calls for him. They'll say, I'm calling about your Medicare. And I'll say, I don't get Medicare.
yeah,
You're not old enough? I'm like, no, I'm not.
yeah. It's this way. All right. This is so eclectic. So eclectic.
Do you know that my business cards from when I did jewelry and art and stuff and sold it
Mm-hmm.
was called Eclectic Avenue?
Really? That's cool.
Yeah. I still have the blog for it. I don't go there. I don't do anything on it. Haven't for years, but
Yeah. There's a little fly in here. It's making me crazy. So if you see me just flapping my hands around, it's because the little flies. But I like that name. When I had my store, it was called Artisania.
called what?
Artisania.
Oh, that sounds like you.
Just a little, eh? Oh, little fly, you're going to have to die. Zero tolerance. We live in farm country, right? Because we're rural. We're in a town, but we're surrounded by farms. A lot of hog farms, some dairy. But at this time of year, wow, the little flies, they're just clinging to the doors and the screens, trying to keep warm, and they become such nuisances. Really, they're nuisances. Oh, you're going to stick to the glue. Come over here a little bit. It's just in there. Annoying me.
You might get reported for craziness because you're talking to flies.
Oh, I talk to all kinds of inanimate things. I guess flies aren't inanimate. Yeah. Nope, that's the glue cap. The last time I put it on my felt, it made such a mess. Okay, tuck spot.
I forgot to look for some matchbook covers.
Oh,
There's one in every signature. Hey, I hope there's a better one than that one.
I don't have a fly swatter down here. This is just irritating. Stop it. Stop crawling on me. I don't know where you've been. I wonder if I've got any more green mushrooms. Okay, you are much more gray than green. Get out. Sherry, do you do a big Thanksgiving dinner? I was so confused. Ron and I were grocery shopping, and I was convinced that I still had 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, and it's next weekend.
When you said that earlier, I was kind of like, that's Thanksgiving already? I realized that you live in another world.
Yeah, we're on a different planet.
Yep.
You know what? I'm going to draw some lines on this one. Oh, my lines are going down instead of up. Oh well, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, and that one went over. That's okay. I was thinking of doing a scavenger hunt kind of thing, but it would be more like, and I would be doing it on my group page, and it would be sort of like send me a picture of two blue pencils or three blue pencils. And I would keep track, and the ones that managed to get them all, I would send them an envelope of Kimbits at the end of the month.
Well, that's cool.
So it wouldn't be anything like really difficult, you know. I'm sure people have three blue pencils, or you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It could be a piece of graph paper, and if you don't have it, you can always draw it, right? Like no real rules. Okay, pull out the bin, pull out the bin. Wait, got you. Oh, look, green fairy house. Yeah. Oh, a couple more of these. That one. Those. Okay, I'm going to cheat, and I am going to cut another couple of frames out of green painty paper. Cheater, cheater, cheater.
Why is that cheating?
Well, because I wasn't going to make more stuff to use, but I've been doing that for the frames because it seems like I don't have enough frames. Oh, look, I've got a green Twinchie with a tree on it. There we go. I should have enough to finish this now. Except I want a couple of frames. Tired?
Yeah, I'm always tired.
Ah, I see. Sure. Yeah. Space is a big thing, right? Like we eat in my living room.
We eat when we have our Thanksgiving dinner. We eat wherever we want to
Yeah.
because now there's 11 of us, and four of the 11 need to be at the table. Well, actually, just three.
Well, we used to have a kids' table, but they're all big now, so they eat at the adult table.
Yeah, we've never separated, mostly because by the time they're, I mean, when they're little and need to be at the a kids' table, are they need a parent there too.
Well, there is 7 years difference, I think, between my youngest grandchild and my oldest. So she would ride roughshod on them at the kids' table.
Uh, well, there's 14 years between mine, and he won't have anything to do with the little ones.
Yeah.
He still looks at them like toxic waste.
Uh-huh. I can understand that.
I knew he was wanting to come over for the week because his mom told me, but I didn't say yes. I mean, I didn't say, okay, he can. I said, he can't come over until he asks.
Mine ask. They'll phone me and ask.
He usually does. Actually, he usually asks every week.
That's nice that you've got that kind of a rapport with them, right? Like,
Yeah,
that's so important.
this is crooked. It's going to drive me crazy. I don't think I can get it off without ruining the page behind it.
Can you put something along the edge to hide the crookedness?
I suppose I could.
That's what I'm planning on doing. you know.
I'm going to, I've got it 3/4 off, so we'll see. I can put something on the other side of it that maybe will. I can't believe that I am actually, I'm not going to say this out loud. Never mind.
Oh, I'm so curious now.
Give me a few minutes and I'll say it out loud. But yep, I didn't quite do it. Nope, I did.
Nice.
I actually tore it off without tearing a hole in the other side.
Excellent.
Now the paper is really crappy, but and this was a tea dyed paper. That's what I was
Oh,
going to say. I was going to say, can't believe I'm actually getting this to come off without putting a hole in it on a tea dyed paper.
that's awesome.
Because they're already kind of weak.
They are. They really are.
All right, let's try this again. I may have to go get my T square.
Mine is so higgledy-piggledy, I'm not that concerned, I don't think.
Well, mine is too, but this was just like an eighth of an inch obvious.
Okay.
It was too much. Much better.
Perfect.
And I used a glue stick. So I have a little bit of time if it wasn't.
Nice.
I didn't
Nice.
want to have to get out a ruler.
I did this little tree on this twinchy. I braided or twisted together some crochet cotton, like for doing doilies. It was
Uh-huh.
brown. I soaked it in glue and I made a little 3D tree. I don't know how well you can see that. Are we
Cool.
focusing?
I can see it.
Then I put like little wee hole punched holes on it for leaves. You know how sometimes you get an idea and you just got to do it?
Yep.
I did a whole bunch of those little trees. Don't have very many left, but it was nice to have them while they lasted.
Yep.
I guess I could use those tags as tuck spots too. These ones. Oh well. I pulled out this other stuff. One of those on? No. Oh, these sure bubbled nice. Too big.
I should do a birthday party on my channel
That'd be cool.
for creating and have friends stop in.
That could be fun.
Yep. As long as everybody's not out shopping.
Oh, Black Friday?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't go shopping on Black Friday.
Me neither.
Never have.
I flood the streets with art. That's my day to do that.
Is there a lot of people out doing that?
Oh, yeah.
I've never heard of it.
I've been doing it. I've done it 10 out of the 11 years it's been happening. And the really cool thing is people who find the art quite often are part of the flooding in the next year.
Oh.
And you don't always get reply saying that they found your art or whatever. I think out of the 11 years, I might have had one um, check in,
Uh-huh.
but that's not why I do it. I like on that day, people are out there dropping their art. They take pictures of where they've left it. Sometimes they sit and wait to see if anybody finds it, that kind of thing. But when people check in and say they found it and they're going through a rough time and it's really helped them out and it's just makes my
Yeah.
heart sing that. And when he started it, it was to combat Black Friday sales, right? Hey, Belinda, welcome, hon. How are you doing today?
Hi, Belinda.
So it helps. It's a protest against the Black Friday commercialism that you can get artwork for free. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Is this just in Canada or everywhere?
No, no. He started it. He lives in Arizona, I believe,
Huh.
and the majority of the people are from the U.S. Although now some people in Europe are doing it as well. And I mean, I do it here, but it started because we don't have the same kind of Black Friday thing that you guys have,
Mm-hmm.
right? That so he started it because he figured Black Friday was a disgusting thing.
Well, I've always I've never enjoyed it, but my son he runs Target,
Yeah,
and the good thing, I mean, he still, if we have Thanksgiving here, he still eats and goes home so he can take a nap before he goes to work at midnight.
yeah,
But it used to be he had to work on Thanksgiving there for a little while.
yeah, yeah,
And then they stopped during COVID, they stopped stay opening on Thursdays.
right.
I hope they stay with that. So far they have. So
Yeah. Oh, it's nice that he's doing PT and OT now, Belinda. That's good to hear. All right. I've got this one left to do.
one page or one big
Well,
folio.
folio.
I have two left, and I'm sure I won't get to them today. Two and one page.
Not bad. I mean, I've just slapped things down onto every page.
I
Pretty
know.
much no rhyme or reason because we know that's the way I operate. And then I go back and go, oh, this needs something. This needs something.
Yeah.
So I'll do a flip through as soon as I've done this one. Lots of text spots.
This one has very few. This one's got a lot more collagey stuff going on.
Yeah. I think I've only got, well, I only really did one kind of collage on the pages. The stuff that I've put on has collage on it, but it has a big smudge. Big smush.
I'm using lots of washi tape on this one.
That's awesome. I'm using bits. Bits and bits and bits and bits and bits.
Because you have bits and bits and
I
bits.
do have bits and bits and
And I
bits.
have washi, washi, washi.
Well,
But
I
I
would probably have washi 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 if I had it more readily available to me.
true. And you consider I buy everything on sale when it comes to art supplies, or most of the time.
Yeah. So I take that as a really good sign, Belinda, that they're having him do PT and OT. Can't believe I drew those lines the wrong way, though. Phooey. And here's the white paper that I'm gluing stuff to. And what did I do with it? Need another one. That one's done. Yeah, it takes a while, and just even to get into the swing of doing it and knowing what's expected. That makes a big difference too.
Oh, wow.
What you do?
I think I only have one of my finished signatures in here, but I only have 5 pages, and I did 6.
Oh,
I mean, that's how many I cut. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have one more left.
nice.
2, 3, 4, and 5.
Well, I
Woohoo!
have alternately 6 and 7 in the signatures. So I think I put this one as 7. But it will be what it will be. I can understand that, Belinda. It's nice to know that he's determined enough to work hard at it. So Jean and I have decided that we are going to do the last 2 signatures just on our own, um, not online. But when it comes to doing the cover and the binding, we will do it online so that you get to see how it's done. So we just have blue and purple left to do, right?
Yep. I feel like I've ran out of stuff too. Everything's starting to look the same.
I don't have, well, not the same, but a lot of same elements. One, two, three, this one. I'm just going to do this. Just put this down at this corner. Then, of course, on a lot of the painted areas, I'm going to come in with solid colored paper to so that there's writing space. All right. I have this one left. That's okay. That's excellent. Excellent, Belinda. Makes it easier on you, too. Okay. So you would go on the outside. Like that. It's this. All right. All right. I'm going to flip. Front cover of the signature. Of course, I'm going to do inking, and I'll probably find some little things to add to that. Frames. This is find me something to use for a tuck spot thing. We'll just use this. There's a tuck spot there. Some frames. Just a little piece of green paper to write on. We got a worm. This is a belly band. This is a text spot here and a text spot there. There's nothing on this page.
Here a tuck spot, there a tuck spot.
Everywhere a text spot. Yeah. There's nothing on this page. Well, I'm not done. And I've got this little flip. This is a text spot. Text spot. I didn't put any pockets in this one.
What?
I know.
I don't do tuck spots for very much. Often or once in a while, but not too many because I think things fall out of them. But that's just me.
Yeah, they probably do.
So I'll do a quick flip of mine where I'm at anyway.
That's the center.
Scoot over.
Oh, sorry. Better?
Mm-hmm.
Text spot. So I just have one page, I think, that needs something. That one too. I'll probably do lines on that. Oh, that one as well. Did I not do either side of that one? Look, both. Well, I'm not done, but I'm close. This is not a text spot. Look, there's the worm tail.
Mm-hmm.
This folds out many times.
Scoot over again. We can't see what you're
Oh,
folding
okay.
out.
This let's hold it in this hand.
Wow.
And there's a text spot behind that cat too, actually. Belly band, and then pockets, envelope cluster, and then this big. So I've got 2 pages I have to do yet.
Wow. You're way ahead of me. So this is my front, but I don't know if it's done, but it's where I'm happy
It
with.
started, yeah.
And then there's this one. And this one just has a sticker because this was going to be the front.
Okay.
And now I got to find something for there. And then this just is a little thingy to write.
Oh, see, I
And
didn't
then
do a little book
and
either.
this is all plain, but it's still decorated. And then a little card that goes in there. And this
I like
one.
the circle.
And then this is just a cluster, and I haven't doodled around them. This is the one that's not done at all. And then this one has that. And then it has a little pocket tuck spot thing here. And then this is my favorite thing to do, just a little collage along the spine.
Yep.
And that's what this one is.
I love that not napkin paper towel. I absolutely love the way that turned out.
Yeah. The other side of not finished. This one, it needs something right here. I just don't know what.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a button. I don't know. And then this one I'm not in love with, but maybe when I shade it and doodle around it. And then this one, really
Yep.
simple. Oh, and the back of the what was going to be the cover isn't done yet. And then this one, and it has this little thingy in it, and
Nice.
and then that's the back.
Nice. Very, very nice.
Got a lot yet to do, a lot.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, I've got blank spots and like on this one, I'll put a piece of
scoot over.
oh, this one I'll put like a piece of plain paper so that they can write. Maybe I'll do it so it's a fold out. I mean, there's lots of writing space. Probably some sort of doodles, but these two I definitely, I could probably just use these, turn them into a tuck spot on each side
Yeah.
of that. That's what I'm gonna do, and then mine's done, except for the stuff that is the fillers.
Cool.
Yeah. Yes. 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 Well,
If I take these into the art room to work on them, they probably will get done faster. And if I worked in there when we were on video, because then I could just slide over and grab what I needed. And instead, I only have what I brought in here.
right. Right. Makes a very big difference.
It does. Um, but for me, it's easier to just bring in here what I think I'm going to need than to take the computer and the camera, and I have more room in here.
Yeah.
That's the way it is for now.
We were just kind of laughing because I have a really nice big area. I've got side table, etc. And this is my workspace. And you guys all know that it just gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller as my day progresses. That's
Yep.
the way it is, but that's okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming and visiting with us while we were working on these signatures for our rainbow journals. I appreciate you guys being here. Those that are both just watching and lurking, and those of you that are chatting with us. As I say, the next 2 signatures, Jean and I are just going to work on privately, and then I will post when we are putting them together. And we will show you how that is done because it's a very, very unique cover and spine system. What else is new? I don't know. Sunday is a surprise. I haven't decided exactly what I'm doing yet, but you guys know the way that works. I may start working on my stuff for Flood the Street with Art. I've got stuff to work on for that. And with luck, I will get a couple of projects finished. What about you, Jean? How are you for getting projects finished?
I'm really gonna try to work on this. I have my grandson next week, at least a week. He's got
Yeah.
an art project, and he said one of them is clay.
Oh,
So I don't know how much of the art room he's going to absorb, but yeah, we'll see.
that's awesome.
You know, I'm caught up with a lot of things that I need to be caught up with. So I should be able to, um, have some free time to do some fun things with him. I'm hoping.
Yeah, that's the important thing, spending the quality time, right?
Yep.
I've been working on the Rude books. So this one is just pretty much done. I just need to do the doodling on it. And maybe Ron had built me a stamp. And what it is all the various screw tops. Um, so it's like the Phillips and that Phillips and Robertson and flatheads. And it's here someplace and I can't find it. Must be where the marbles were. I don't know. But I think I'd like to add like
So are
that.
you telling me that you have lost your marbles and you have a screw loose?
I exactly. Except I did find my marbles and I still have a screw loose, but that's neither here nor there. They're here someplace. I just need to clean and find them. So I want to add because I think this is a little bit more masculine. I thought screw heads, if I did them with silver paint, it could be really interesting. So there's that. I cut out for another Rude book, and I haven't touched this red and black one yet.
So why are you making them rude? Why don't you try one of them as inspirational?
Well, I've got an inspirational one, and I could do inspirational. I could. Maybe I'll do the red one. But some of these sayings and sarcastic remarks really make me laugh. So,
And honestly, some of those sarcastic things are inspirational.
they are, they are. I don't know why the rude things really make me laugh. I don't know. Twisted sense of humor, rude
Yeah.
person, black heart. Like I said, I don't know. It just.
Oh,
But
just
the thing, and the thing is that I'm not going to be saying these things to people, but I just find them hilarious. I
yeah.
would like to say some of these things to people, but I won't, you know?
Yep.
And the grandkids find them hilarious. So, what can I say? I'm going to have all these little art rude books all over my house. They make me happy, you know. And then I've got the butterflies to do for the District with Art. And I think I'm caught up with making ATCs. I think I've got enough that for next month I don't have to do that.
I have got to put mine in the mill. I'll get it ready and take it when we leave town tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, no,
That's my
um,
problem. I can get them done. I just procrastinate the mail.
yeah, yeah. Ron goes to the store because he picks up smokes. So then He just drops it off for me, so that works. That works. Oh, you want to hear a stupid?
Always.
I baked bread the other day, and I didn't add enough flour, and I kind of had the feeling that I didn't add enough flour because it was a little stickier than normal. I baked it anyway. So when it rose, it didn't rise up, it rose sideways. So it was flat. But it's okay because then when you put slices in the toaster, you can get three or four, and they're really nice and crunchy because you've got more crust, right?
Yeah.
So there was a little fly flying around the kitchen, and they were still warm. And so I didn't want to bag them. So I threw them in the oven to keep them safe from the fly and to cool off. Well, Ron was heating up supper yesterday and turned the oven on and didn't realize that Dum Dum here had put the bread in the oven, and I totally forgot about it. And so I ended up throwing out two full loaves of bread. Well, almost two full loaves of bread, minus about four slices.
Oh no.
Yeah, some days it's,
We've done things like that, been in a hurry. So put this here, even though that's not where it goes.
yeah,
And I mean, I know one time we melted a plastic lid because we were storing something in the oven and forgot about it.
yeah,
It's also not uncommon for us to lift the or leave something in a pan, empty pan in the oven.
yeah. Well, I don't normally do that, but yeah, two whole loaves of homemade bread. And the tops are so black that it tastes like burnt toast. It smells like burnt toast in my house. So,
Oh man.
anyway, that was my stupid of the week.
Well, a lot of people complain. I kind of like some things burnt.
Oh, me too. Like the
You
hot
know,
dogs and
hot
sausages.
dogs, marshmallows,
Yes, yes.
and I don't mind not black burnt, but burnt popcorn.
Oh,
It's not like excellent. It's not something I'm going to go out and order.
yeah,
And I like when I go somewhere and get onion rings, I like them almost burnt.
yeah, yeah. Well, I know that if we go for pizza, we'll ask them to make sure that it's very well done. I like a really crispy crust. Hey, I could put that on there.
And I'm not going to throw away a cookie just because it's really dark either.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just, oh no, that's a sin.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well, it's been a long goodbye here. Thanks for coming and watching, guys. I appreciate you all for coming. Um, I'm thinking of doing a scavenger hunt on my Facebook group. As I said, it's celebration of Halloween. I will send out envelopes of Kimbits if you participate and get at least, I don't know, I'll figure it out. But it's not going to be anything hard. Like I say, one day it could be a picture of three pencils. The next day it could be a receipt of something. I don't know. I don't want it to be hard. I want it to be fair so everybody could have an equal chance of playing. And that's all I've got to say. Do you have any news, Jean?
Not really.
All right. So take care, everybody. I will see you on Sunday and we will play. Bye now.
Bye. Have a great weekend.